Hello, my name is Michael Martin, and um, in this video, I will be talking about why I chose a post-positivist paradigm with interpretivist methods for my qualitative research study. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to dive in one of the most foundational and often misunderstood decisions in any research project, the philosophical paradigm that guides the entire study. I'm Michael Martin, and my business research project is titled Employee Retention from the Perspective of Accounting Executives, a qualitative investigation of organizational strategies in public accounting firms. Rather than choosing pure interpretivism, I selected a post-positivist paradigm that employs strong interpretivist methods. Let me explain what this means philosophically and why it's the most appropriate stance for my business research or business philosophy. At the heart of business research lies a fundamental question, epistemology. What is the nature of truth and how can we know it? There's a few different views that I'll talk about. One is called positivism, which holds that there is a single objective reality that exists independently of human thought, and that we can discover universal laws about it through empirical measurement and quantification. The second is interpretivism, which argues that reality is largely socially constructed. Truth is subjective, multiple, and best understood by exploring the meanings people assign to their experiences within specific contexts. A third position is called post-positivism, which takes a more nuanced middle path. It affirms that objective reality and absolute truth do exist, independent of our perceptions. However, it recognizes that human knowledge of that truth is always imperfect, theory laden, fallible, and shaped by our perspectives and contexts. This post-positivist position is where I stand, at least in my business philosophy research. I believe objective truth exists, um, but our ability to fully grasp it, especially in complex business environment, social, and organizational settings, is limited. So, why did I choose this philosophical stance for my business research on employee retention? Because the topic exists at the intersection of objective facts and subjective human experience. There are clear objective realities in this field: measurable turnover rates, the documented financial costs of replacing accountants, workforce demographic shifts, and labor market statistics. These are real, observable truths. At the same time, the deeper questions I'm investigating are profoundly interpretive. For example, how do senior accounting executives make sense of why accountants leave the profession? What meanings do they assign to concepts like work life balance, organizational support, and effective retention strategies? How do they interpret the impact of the great resignation and generational differences in their own forms? These are questions about human perception, meaning making, and lived organizational reality. To explore them properly requires interpretivist methods, specifically, at least in my research, semi structured interviews and thematic analysis, which allowed me to deeply understand the perspectives and interpretations of the executives themselves. My post positivist foundation keeps the research anchored in the belief that truth exists and that objective data matters, while the interpretive methods enable me to rigorously examine the subjective ways people experience and understand that reality. This balanced approach allows for both philosophical integrity and methodological richness. In essence, I'm acknowledging that while absolute truth exists, our human understanding of social phenomena is always partial and interpretive. Post positivism gives me the philosophical grounding to hold both of those ideas at once. That's why I chose a post-positivist paradigm with strong interpretivist methods for this qualitative study. It feels like the most honest and philosophically coherent way to investigate a complex, deeply human issue like employee retention in public accounting. If you're doing research or thinking about research philosophy, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What paradigm are you using and why? Have you wrestled with the tension between objective truth and human interpretation in your own work? Drop your thoughts below. I do my best to read every comment. If this video helped bring clarity to complex topic, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future updates on my doctoral journey. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.